This is the College Gamers Podcast for December 26th, 2015. Last episode of the year. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I am Mike, as usual, and every week I am joined by my good friend here, Taft. Hello, Taft.
What's up, Mike?
Nothing much. How was your Christmas, sir?
It was pretty good.
Pretty good? You get Santa bring you anything special?
Santa paid for me to go to Disney last week.
Oh, I see.
Or 2 weeks ago. So that was what mostly I was. So I got socks and underwear mostly.
You know what? Christmas socks are usually the best because
it was normal black socks.
Yeah, that's okay because usually my socks they cycle throughout the year. So by the time next Christmas comes around, I have a bunch of holes in them, so I can throw them out and get new socks.
See, I'm stingy. I have plenty of socks with holes in them and do not throw them out. I'll wear them.
Now, when I say holes, I mean like gaping holes.
Yeah,
my toe will stick out.
I mean, my entire heel is out.
That's a bit too far for me.
See,
my foot feels naked.
I mean, I wear Vans, which are meant to be worn with, which can be worn completely without socks.
Yeah.
So it's not that strange.
I got you. Anything else fun?
Other
than that,
not really. I mean, I got some money. That's about it.
That's fun. Money's always nice.
Money's always nice, especially when you got a speeding ticket on your way home from Disney.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. You have fun dealing with that. Yeah. I got a bunch of computer parts mostly. Like I got my wonderful girlfriend, got me an awesome LED screen, an Asus screen, which is so much better compared to my old stupid plasma screen I used to have. It was so bad and terrible and hurt my eyes.
It looks nice.
Yeah, it's
even though it's not on right now.
It's so beautiful, and I got an awesome mechanical keyboard and a gaming mouse. It was a PC year. I got all sorts of new equipment and everything. Everything's these pretty colors, and I also got some new parts for my computer, which it was fun. Okay, so it was like one of those surgery movies where the doctor's in surgery for hours at a time. That's how I felt.
Was Cammy you were sitting there working on? You were like, Cammy, forehead.
Forehead. No, not quite. I had to do it myself. But I got I got a water cooler, a new CPU, and a new motherboard. And so I spent, let's see, I probably started around noon, and probably around 5 I finally got done. So what I had to do, I had to go in there, I had to unplug everything, take everything out. I had to gut my machine almost, putting in this new motherboard.
Okay.
Right? And put the new CPU in there. It was super exciting. And when I started up the machine, it goes into an infinite boot loop. So it boots up, gives me a blue screen, and then restarts and gives me the same error message.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's not good. So my theory is that the one downside of being a PC gamer is that it seems like there's trouble all the time.
Yep.
Bit more complicated.
A little bit.
So what my issue right now is that I think that it's loading the drivers for the old motherboard for the new motherboard.
Probably.
And so it's like you have a driver clash. And so what I did, I was like, okay, I just want to get it running so I can play some games, enjoy the new screen and everything. So when I put all the old stuff back in there, what happened is that the CPU gets pretty hot, right?
Yeah.
The old ones used to catch on fire if you didn't cool them properly.
Yeah.
So what happens is that when I took it out originally, the original motherboard, I actually removed the heatsink, which now I regret because that was a stupid decision, but at the time it kind of made sense. I removed the heatsink, and then when I put everything back in, I put the old heatsink back on top, thinking it should be fine. Well, in between the CPU and the heatsink, you're about to get a physics lesson here. Okay. In between the CPU and the heatsink, there is a thing called thermal paste, which transfers heat from the CPU to the aluminum in the heatsink so that the heat will leave the CPU. So it stays cool.
Okay.
Right? And what happened is that when I put the old heatsink back on, I didn't bother putting new thermal paste on. So what happens is that you have a thermal paste on there, but you also have pockets of air, and air can be an insulator.
Air's an excellent insulator, actually. It's not can be. It's an excellent one.
Excellent insulator. So now occasionally when I boot my computer back on, it'll stay on for maybe 10 minutes before shutting down because new CPUs these days, before they get too hot, they shut themselves off.
That way they don't catch fire, yeah.
Yeah. So right now I'm just kind of in a mess. It's, I don't know. I'm just kind of depressed right now. So that was a good 10 hours of my day on Christmas, which is high tension stress and parts. But it was fun. It's a learning experience.
It sounds like everybody's Christmas except for yours was regarding a computer instead of family.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you see, I kind of locked myself in my room and played Doctor for a few hours. So
it happens.
Yep, that was fun. But the new parts look so beautiful. I'm so excited. When I think it's up and running, it's going to be even better than it used to be. So
probably one of the best things I got for Christmas was, besides of course the Disney trip, was I have so many games for my Xbox and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I have no place to put them. Like I have a cabinet that my TV sits on.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
But it holds my console and it doesn't really hold the games very well.
Yeah, all your games are kind of like on top, right?
They're all like on top of each other and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Well, Griffin, she decided that she was gonna be nice, and she got me a little rack for me to put all my games and stuff on. That
That's
like
nice.
twirls and stuff. And
Oh, that's fun.
yeah, it's nice. And she also got me like a Darth Vader piggy bank, because
Ooh.
for all year round I save up my coins. And
Yeah.
I just recently cashed in my coins, and I cashed in for the last 6 months of coins. I cashed in $122.
Nice.
Straight coins, dude.
That's a lot of coins.
And so she got me a big old Darth Vader head piggy bank to put all my coins and stuff in.
You gonna smash it?
No, it's got a plug in the
It's
bottom.
not a plug? Yeah, that's no fun. You gotta smash it.
No, it's Darth Vader.
That's true. You're gonna buy him enough. No,
I'd smash you before I smash Darth
You can
Vader.
smash the Vader one and then get a who's the new bad guy?
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren. You get a little Kylo Ren piggy bank.
Dude, we can't even talk about him.
No, not yet. It hasn't
Not
been
yet.
2 weeks. Hasn't been 2 weeks.
Can't talk about him yet.
Yeah. So you know what? It was kind of a tense Christmas for me, just because like I was dealing with I was troubleshooting all day. But you know what? It was a lot of fun still. Like I still had.
Yeah, it was still a good Christmas. I had a good time.
Yeah, my aunt is kind of crazy when it comes to books. She likes sending us books for Christmas, and I told her I like Christy Golden because she writes World of Warcraft books.
Okay.
So she sent me 5 World of Warcraft books.
Jeez Louise.
All by Christy Golden.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a lot of reading to do.
You can do it, Mike.
And they're pretty beefy books too. So I'm gonna be like a lore expert by the end of this.
Yeah. I've seen those books. They are pretty thick because they're in the same area as like the Star Wars books.
Yeah.
So I'll go over there and I'll look at getting Star Wars books, and eventually I'll just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna get the audiobook.
Yeah. So it was a fun Christmas.
That's good.
Fun Christmas
That's
overall. So yeah, this will be our last episode of the year, Taft.
It will be.
I'm gonna see you in the year.
I'll see you next year.
Yeah, next year. There we go. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, there you go.
Jeez,
Mike.
you know what? Some days I can't talk, and I question why I want to do a podcast. Like I just can't speak. My face breaks.
I know, right? It happens to the best of us.
The best of. Yeah. So because this is our last episode of the year, I thought it'd be fun, as we mentioned last show, to do our top picks of, for this year, best games that came out this year. So, this includes like our favorite game, best story, best multiplayer. I can't imagine any other. I didn't want to go like too in depth.
Yeah,
with
we
this.
don't want to like draw this out for another hour.
Yeah. So, Taft, let's start with favorite game. What was your favorite game of the year?
See, when I was sitting here thinking about this one was probably my hardest one to think about, just because they had so many good games that came out this year.
Definitely.
I would probably give it to Witcher 3 though.
Witcher 3.
I was just so involved in that game for such a long time.
It was a good game.
It held my attention. The main story may not have held my attention, but that game held my attention for so long, and had so many things that you could do. And that'd probably be it. That or Fallout.
Well, you also read the book for it, right? So I feel like you were kind of more invested.
I read the first book, which kind of like gave you a little bit of background, I guess.
I gotcha.
Like the opening scene of like the original Witcher, it explains that, and it explains kind of like why he's with Yen.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting to see, and why I kind of liked it, because you're sitting there like, okay, why does this dude love Yen? Like Yen's a total.
She was kind of mean.
She was rude, and but the book explains it that he saved her life, and the way he saved her life was he used a wish from a genie.
Oh yeah.
And the genie, like the only way that he could save her life was if he connected his life to hers, or his heart to hers, or something like that. So like they were bound forever.
Oh yeah. Don't they find the genie and unwish it?
What?
Don't they find the genie at some point and like unwish that? Oh no, you can choose to. Never mind.
What?
In the game, you can choose to like make that wish go away.
Really?
Yeah.
I never did that mission. I guess because since I chose Yen, you like combine your soul, like not necessarily combine, but like attach your soul to her soul.
Like
to her,
their
like,
fate is stuck together.
Yeah,
right?
That's what it was. Their fate was intertwined.
Yeah,
he wished for their fate to be intertwined, and so the genie couldn't kill her because it would change fate. And genies are the only creature that can change fate.
Mm-hmm. Because they're like all powerful or something.
Yeah, there's no limitation to their power.
I got you. I'd say my favorite game this year. This might not count for you, but this was
Did you say Rocket League?
GTA 5 actually.
Okay.
I kind of had it's a lot of fun because I can just like screw around for an hour.
No, if we're talking about games that didn't come out this year, like
okay, well it came out on PC this year.
Okay, fair enough.
Because like I know it came out on console like maybe a year or two ago.
Okay,
but it did take a year to get the PC.
That's true. Okay, I was about to say because we're talking about games that.
So I'm gonna count it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. If it counts on games that didn't come out this year, though, it's Skyrim still.
Definitely true.
Still love that game.
So yeah, GTA 5. I can just spend an hour just screwing around, like wasting my money and stuff. Like it's just fun to get on occasionally.
It is.
Turn your brain off, shoot some people.
Exactly.
That kind of thing. It's a lot of fun. I know it came out on consoles a while ago, but again, PC this year. And best story. I would have to give my best story award, this little medal I'm holding right now. I would have to give it to Witcher 3.
Agreed.
Because that story was just, again, it was just so in depth. It felt so I don't know. It
was fleshed out.
I know I keep saying that. I'm trying to find a different word for that, but it just it felt full, and felt like I could play that game over and over again, keep discovering new things.
Yeah, that's why it was my game of the year, like favorite game of the year, because of such a great story.
Definitely, and the world was beautiful, and like the era that took place during that war. So you would go around, see people hanging in trees. Like it just gave you a feeling that you didn't get from a lot of games.
Yeah, and it was like, unlike a lot of games nowadays, you go in there and you don't feel like your dude's a Billy Body.
Yeah,
but like compared to a normal person, yeah, you're gonna beat. I don't think I ever got killed by a single person.
Yeah.
I got killed by monsters all the time.
Oh, definitely.
Because you knew when you went up against them, like even The Witcher, like when you, like even the best of them were like when you go up against a monster, you're on your be on your toes because they could kill you in one hit.
Definitely.
And it gave you that feeling.
Yeah, it made you play smart.
Exactly.
Because you had to prepare for monster battles.
Yeah.
You'd
have to put the oils on or like get your potions and stuff.
So it made you work for it.
It did.
And it made you feel like you were in a land of turmoil just because of, you would have these groups of people who were, a bunch of poor people laying around, or, you would walk across battles and there'd be tents in the mud and bodies in the mud. And
you'd find a battleground.
Exactly.
And just hundreds of dead bodies.
Yeah, exactly. And like, it was just.
And you could loot them all.
It was just a beautiful world to be in.
It was.
It was a lot of fun, really in depth. So, Taft, best multiplayer.
Best multiplayer. I'm gonna probably give it to what's that game called that I played? What was it called?
That game that you played?
Yeah, that game that I played. I had it, and it let you go, Mike, because I had it and it left my head.
All right, I'm gonna give it to Rocket League just because it's so much fun.
Okay, fair enough.
Rocket League. If this wasn't strapped like to this year, I would give it to Heroes of the Storm. Because I've really been enjoying that.
Okay.
But I don't think it came out this year, so I'm gonna say Rocket League.
Okay. It was the new Battlefield game.
Oh, Hardline?
Yeah, that was it.
Did Hardline come out this year?
Yeah.
I didn't really hear a lot about that.
I think it did. I'm pretty sure it came out this year.
I don't know, but that was a good one, wasn't it? You played as a cop.
Yeah. Yeah. The story was actually really good. It was like you were like in a cop show, which was really cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But the multiplayer, I wasn't huge on it. Just because I wasn't good at it.
Mm.
But it was still really good. Like
it was still good.
It was still like
balanced and everything.
Yeah, and the missions. It wasn't your typical I'm gonna go and I'm gonna kill everybody on the other team. It was I'm gonna go rob this bank, and the cops were like, I'm gonna stop you from robbing this bank.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it was like
Payday.
I see, like Payday, but like the players can play the cops too.
Exactly. Yeah.
That sounds like a good.
It was cool.
That sounds like a fun matchmaking type, actually.
It was cool. Yeah.
That sounds like fun. I didn't hear much about that.
It kind of flopped.
It kind of flopped. Yeah.
It didn't flop comparatively to other games, but compared to a Battlefield game, it flopped. Like, it wasn't nearly as popular because your main weapon was a pistol, which we're like, no, we don't want to shoot pistols. We want to shoot real, like, assault rifles.
Like assault rifles. And I can see it is kind of like branching off from their regular
it's
game
branching
type.
off, but I thought it was a cool branch off. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, and good on them for trying something new, you know?
Yeah. I had a bunch of friends sitting there, like, that are big into CSGO, like, oh, it's a ripoff of CSGO. I was like, how's it a ripoff? It's cops and robbers, not terrorists and anti-terrorists. Like,
yeah, no one can touch that genre because CSGO's got it.
Yeah, no, that one's done.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's all of them, unless we have like most anticipated games. Obviously, No Man's Sky.
Obviously,
and
I want that game.
And I don't think it's fair to have a worst game of the year, but
no, I think we should do it.
Oh, okay. Well, I would give it to Batman just because
okay.
because of how badly it landed on PC.
Fair enough.
Like it crash landed.
I'd probably give it to Mad Max.
Mad Max, worst
game of the year because this game was full of a lot of really good games.
That's true.
But that was probably the worst one.
How about instead of worst game, let's call it like least liked.
Yeah, because
something.
okay, fair enough. Because it was still a good game, but
Mad Max was still a good game.
It was just my least liked game.
Yeah, it had a lot of competition this year.
Yeah, it came out the same day as Metal Gear Solid. Like,
oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That is literally the same
That's a poor choice.
Idea behind it as like Alvin and the Chipmunks coming out the same day as Star Wars. Like it was just a bad idea.
Gosh, it got like 12 times the amount of money as Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I guarantee you, like I'd probably say somewhere around like 20%, like that high of a percent of people that bought tickets to Alvin and the Chipmunks went and saw Star Wars instead. They paid for their Alvin and Chipmunk ticket and went and saw Star Wars.
That's funny. I wonder if we could see corrected numbers for that. That'd be interesting.
Probably not, though.
Probably not? Yeah, that's going to be super sad. All right, well, you want to move on to the news week this week? The news cycle?
With all like 4 things we have.
Everyone was on Christmas break.
I know, this was rough.
All right, let's move into the news. Breaking news. All right, so I was just kind of chilling on Christmas, and I was like, I was just sitting there thinking. It was a long day of heart surgery, and I was like, the college gamers don't take off for Christmas. So I opened my laptop and I started browsing those news websites. And guess what happened on Christmas?
Santa got shot down.
No, but that'd probably be the North Koreans' fault. But Valve...
Okay, didn't see that coming.
I can see that. I can see like if anyone in the world's gonna shoot down,
it's gonna
Santa,
be North Korea.
Definitely. But Valve apparently suspended Steam services, including the Steam store, on Christmas Day. I'm pretty sure this is Christmas Day. It's the 25th, right? And
really?
Yeah, the 25th is a Friday. Yeah, so yeah, yesterday was Christmas. What do you know? So yeah, apparently they had to shut down a lot of services because people were logging in and they were able to see other users' information, including like purchase histories, PayPal information, Steam wallet balances, and like certain contact information.
Jeez.
Now you couldn't like edit it because it was apparently according to some people it was a caching error, so it was like a read only. So like other people couldn't go into my account and maybe edit my contact information, but they were able to see it,
which is equally as bad.
Yeah, especially like PayPal information, which handles real money, not Steam balance isn't too bad. I'm not too worried about that. But like PayPal information, where it's like actual money, that can be an issue. So bad day to do it because everyone's redeeming their Steam cards and wanting to buy games and download things and
that's honestly probably the worst day of the year for that to happen.
Yeah, but it was up. I think it was up by like the end of the day.
Okay, that's good for them because that was quick and
it was apparently happened early in the day and they shut it down like at noon or something, and apparently it was back up I think by the end of the day.
Nice.
So yeah, it was less than an hour, so like it wasn't a long term thing. It wasn't like all day and they finally caught it. It was only up for less than an hour. So good on them for timely responses.
Yeah, that's good.
Good on them for timely responses. So yeah, let's move on here to something I'm excited to talk about. EA says Star Wars Battlefront won't be getting a Force Awakens DLC. My first thought for this was we're gonna get some Force Awakens like exclusive game.
Why are you excited about this?
What do you mean?
Like, yeah, we might be getting the game, but
yeah,
still, like, I want to have like something for like I want to fight at that bar.
Do you?
From the game, okay. I want to. Like, that's ridiculous. Imagine how cool that would be to be able to fight. Like, because they had the entire forest area. They had the beach area where the bar
Oh,
was.
okay.
And then they had the water area, which would be like freaking have your X-Wing flying over there and then shoot
That's
down.
true.
Like, imagine how cool that would have been.
But I don't think they don't have enough places to, because they have Jakku, or Jakku, which is a copy of Tatooine. They have that bar place would,
It'd be awesome.
That place in particular would make a good map.
It really would. It'd be a great all-around map. It would have the sandy area that's wide open. It'd have the forest, and then it would have the ocean, which would be a really big spot for.
And you could have two versions, one destroyed, one not.
Exactly.
But then what would you have, like the Rebel command post? Like, I don't think there's enough places they really flushed out in the movie to have like a DLC.
See, but the glory of it not being flushed out in the movie is it'll be just as easily accepted that it's that, like, it looked like that outside the movie. Like,
yeah,
you can go to the beach and have like another building right over there. Like, we didn't see that building, but I'd believe it was there.
That's true. I can see where you're coming from, but I think this tells us that maybe they have a Force Awakens game already in production. Like, maybe they've been developing it for a year or something.
See,
it might not be EA. It also might be a rights issue. Maybe EA doesn't have, the legal access to the Force Awakens property.
See, to me, it's probably more of a rights thing because they aren't super popular on making mini Star Wars games.
That's true.
Just because of how, the Battlefronts did well. That's about it, though.
That's true.
Like, other ones, they're fun and stuff like that, but they've never really done well.
They've been okay.
Yeah, they've been fun games and stuff.
Yeah.
But they don't sell like hotcakes.
That's true. But I really think someone else is making something. I think in the next year we're either going to get a Star Wars like Force Awakens game, or we're going to get like an announcement for it.
Yeah, I don't say a Force Awakens, but another Star Wars game. Yeah,
that includes Force Awakens content.
Yeah, probably
something relating to Force Awakens.
You know what would be like the be all end all for me?
What?
Like Skyrim, Fallout type, like that, like.
Oh no, don't say
Star Wars game.
Oh my gosh.
Like, imagine how cool that'd be. Like, you wouldn't have, like, you could pick your character. Like, start it off. It's kind of like, what's it called? Knights of the Old Republic. Except for it's not like the turn-based and stuff like that. It's just like not Assassin's Creed. It's just like Skyrim or just like Fallout. Like, completely free roam. You can attack anybody, but they don't. It's not turn-based or anything like that. You can choose your character to be a bounty hunter, a normal person,
like
or
you can choose
Force sensitive. Like,
go to the Jedi Temple, or go to the Sith people, or go be a bounty hunter. Like, it'd be like in Skyrim, where I can choose to go do everything.
Yeah, the Sith would be the Assassin's Guild.
Definitely.
The companions would probably be the Jedi.
No, I would see. I think the story would have to focus around the Sith and the Jedi.
Oh yeah, that'd be like Stormcloaks and Imperials. But I'm just trying to like, kind of get. Actually, there could be you could have your character be an assassin. Those are a thing. In
definitely
Star Wars. So like, you could do whatever you wanted. How cool would that be?
I can see one of the mini games being a pod racer.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
If
they didn't do it, I'd be mad.
But Taft,
and then you can choose your race. Like,
this probably isn't going to happen.
No, it's not, and it aggravates me down to my core.
But that'd be fantastic. But I really think we're going to get a Force Awakens, maybe a spin-off game, maybe something that takes place in the same universe as the movie that explains something behind it.
It's things like this that make me want to change my major to computer design. That way I can make these games.
You can make these. Oh, another good map would be on the Star Killer, which isn't that's not a spoiler. What?
Oh, okay.
On Star Killer.
Yeah. Okay.
And like in the background, maybe the thing can fire occasionally.
Yeah, that's not a spoiler because we've seen pictures and stuff of it.
That's true. I mean, people who have been avoiding it, but like that'd be a fun map as well. So, all right, you kind of switched me here. I do think they have some content to play on.
They do.
But if it was legal rights, I think EA could get them because the game's been a success.
They could get them, but it's too much of a hassle, and I don't think that they're gonna want it. They're EA. They don't give a crap.
That's true. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, there's a lot of money in that. I think they would give a crap with how much money there is.
I don't know how much money. Yeah, it would sell a lot, but I think that a lot of people wouldn't want to pay for it because they're already kind of pissed off about how much they charge for just Jakku.
That's true. Wait, was that only one map?
That was a one map DLC.
That was one. How much was it?
It was like $30. Like, it was a normal.
That's a load of.
Or maybe it wasn't that much, but it was about as expensive as like a normal thing.
Yeah.
but that wasn't like. And then you have to also buy the season pass, and the season pass is $60, which is expensive for a season pass.
That's a bit too expensive, especially for like maybe $10 for one map like that.
Yeah, for Jakku, yeah, I'd pay $10 for that, but.
Because I actually played that. I actually played it on my my friend's PS4, and it's a really pretty. Like that map is really pretty.
I've seen people play it. Yeah, it's really cool.
It's a gorgeous map, but $30 is not worth it.
Yeah, I could be wrong. It could have been less than $30, but pretty sure it was $30.
I gotcha. Okay, when we get a Force Awakens like announcement game of some kind, you heard it here first, people. And I'm either going to be relishing in my victory of being able to forecast the universe, or I'll be sad because that's not my superpower. All right, let's move on.
Hey, wait, hold up. Apparently now it's free.
What's free?
The Jakku map.
Wait, what?
Star Wars Battlefront's Battle of Jakku DLC now free to everyone. That was the 8th.
Okay,
they charged for something they charged for it at one point. I'm
hold
pretty
up.
sure.
Okay, if you bought it, are you getting a refund?
I could be mistaken, but I want to say they did charge for it. Or maybe I don't know, because I don't have the game and I didn't really pay that much attention.
You know
to
what?
It.
It might have been like a little bit of an exclusive for season pass owners.
Maybe.
I can see that. Like it was free for season pass owners.
They probably got it early and then.
There you go. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, and it's probably that was the uproar about it because you have the season pass is $60.
That's too expensive.
That's another game. If they don't give me at least another 4 maps.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be mad.
No, I'm talking about dude, give us like 2 or 3 maps per DLC. Like these maps aren't these maps aren't that big.
Yeah, it's not like you're not creating another game. I could buy my season pass for Skyrim was $30.
Yeah.
I got 2 new games out of that basically.
Definitely. At least the vampire. At least the
vampire and Dragonborn were both those 2 new maps. Yeah,
those are both gorgeous.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Real quick though, which one of those was your favorite?
Oh gosh, I think Dragonborn. Dragonborn was a lot of fun.
Really, I liked Dawnguard because those vampire lords were awesome.
Dawnguard was all right. The only thing I don't like about Dragonborn was that stupid world I went to. It super creeps me out.
Herma Morris.
Yeah,
that was a bad one.
I didn't quite enjoy that part, but everything else was super awesome.
Yeah, that place was creepy.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. Also, battling another Dragonborn.
Yeah, that was the first one. The first Dragonborn too.
That was pretty cool. So Taft, you want to take the reins here?
I guess. I'm nervous, Mike.
You can do it, Taft. I believe in you. I'll hold your hand.
Okay. So apparently, have you heard about this, Mike? That there's a new cartridge console coming out.
Cartridge console? Oh, hold up. What? I thought cartridges were dead. I thought that was something we left behind for a better future.
They're coming back.
Oh, please don't tell me that.
Yep. So, the classic gaming company called Coleco.
What have they made? Do we know anything by them?
They made the what was it called? Let me see if I can find it on here because they did make something. It was the Coleco Vision console. When did that release? It was one of the older ones.
Oh, okay.
Like same era as like the NES and stuff like that. It was released in.
Oh, I see. So they've been off the map for a little bit.
Yeah, it was in 1982.
I see. Now's a weird time to release a new console.
See, they're making a comeback, but it's only their name that's coming back. Like it's a completely different company. Somebody else bought the company.
Oh, I see. So they've been long gone for a while.
Yeah, and so they're coming back, and they're coming out with a console-based console called Coleco Chameleon.
Coleco Chameleon. All right. What are the why would I buy this console?
You would buy this console because I don't know.
Oh, right.
But apparently, they believe that like the 8-bit, the 16-bit, and the 32-bit games, are all like a big, growing popular genre.
Okay.
Which I can see where they're coming from. Like Minecraft kind of started it, and now they have like Undertale. And, yeah, they are growing, but I don't think that they're growing enough to make their own, console.
I think it's popular within indie developers.
Yeah,
and I don't think it justifies like having a console that focuses on that type of game.
Unless you sell this console for cheap.
Okay. Well, but like
they haven't set a price point yet.
We don't need another Ouya. The Ouya was like kind of a flop.
Yeah. But still, like, if you sell this for cheap, I wouldn't consider it just because I don't play those games really.
If I had money to spare for something, I might get
you charge me like 80 to $100.
Yeah.
I'd buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's nothing too big.
Also, they have to have, a lot of good support for it.
Yeah.
They would also have to be very open to indie developers. I think for something like this to stay afloat,
It would have to be solely indie developers, really.
definitely. No AAA title these days are
none. They're all like, we're gonna make it look as real as possible.
definitely.
And but yeah, like the one thing that they said was that the exact quote is that it's by the Retro Video Game Systems president. Like Retro Video Game Systems is people who bought it.
All right.
It was quoted as saying, "It will take gamers and their families back to a simpler time where games were all about great gameplay and the fun factor."
All right. I really don't think this is going to succeed.
Me neither. But apparently, it actually, which is funny because it didn't one time. It did a crowdfunding attempt that did not pan out the first time.
It's like on Kickstarter?
Yeah, they did. The Kickstarter failed, but then they did another one. What's the other one that's like Kickstarter?
It's like Indiegogo or something. Something like that.
Well, whatever it is, it failed the first time, but it succeeded the second time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think when a Kickstarter fails, I think that's kind of a sign that maybe you don't have the support you need.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing this. It's
I don't see that. I think it's gonna be another Ouya where people like the idea of it because the Ouya was that you can play mobile games, but it's on the consoles. For people, it's a lower level entry console. And people like the idea of it. It sounded good on paper, but when they released it to the real world, it was kind of a flop. And maybe that might be this guy, the owner's thinking like, you know what? People really seem to like these games. We should make a console focused. But people already have consoles that can play these,
Yeah.
Easy pixelated games can be easily be played on low level PCs even.
The one that it succeeded on was Indiegogo.
Okay, yeah, that's what I mentioned, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the only two. I can't imagine anything else.
There's one more.
There's one more?
There's a third site that's like smaller than Indiegogo.
I gotcha. It's more independent.
Yeah. But so yeah, I don't think that this is going to succeed. It actually looks very pretty. Like it's a very pretty console.
I gotcha.
And it definitely has like the visual appeal of it, and I can see why you would want to bring back consoles cartridges.
Yeah.
Because everybody loves their old Nintendo 64.
That's true. But nostalgia
you're
factor...
You're not going to make games like that anymore.
Nostalgia factor is only going to get you so far.
Exactly.
Like, you're going to need support for these independent developers. You're going to need, like, download through the internet. You're going to need to be able to stream the game or something.
Yeah,
because indie developers can't afford to make, 500,000 cartridges.
Yeah, no.
They're not going to invest in that.
Yeah, and I would imagine a cartridge probably costs more.
But more than a DVD? Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You have to have the art, the plastic, the whatever's inside of it.
Exactly. So this is I'm not gonna say it's gonna tank, but I don't think it's gonna do great.
I don't think it's gonna do as well as the owners expect it to.
Me neither. But if any of our viewers out there are interested, it will be coming out sometime in early 2016. So we won't have to wait long to see how well it does.
That should be interesting. I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll report on that.
Yeah.
All right. So Taft, I'm going to read you something that I cannot believe I read. Man sues Bethesda over Fallout 4 addiction.
I saw this, and I'm glad you brought this up because I was about to bring it up.
This looks... So apparently this Russian gamer became very addicted to Fallout 4.
He lost his job because of Fallout 4.
He lost his job. He stopped hanging out with his friends. His wife left him. He played 3 weeks straight.
Oh my god! Like, actually, I did read that.
His health declined because he wasn't sleeping or eating. Okay, I don't think it's fair to
Bethesda.
Yeah, it's not fair to Bethesda, but I don't think it's fair to the video game developers if you sue them because their game is so much fun. That's like suing a beer company for being an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I don't think that's quite fair. I don't think this thing's gonna pass.
What's probably going to happen? Yeah, no, it's probably going to happen is if it does for some reason pass.
Yeah,
they're just going to settle.
Well, he wants 500,000 rupee or whatever the Russians use, which is only $7,000.
They don't just give that to him.
So that's pocket change.
Just give it to him.
They just sold like how many copies of freaking Fallout 4?
Yeah, don't like this dude's life's already miserable enough. Like show the dude like a little bit of like grace, I guess.
Be mean and give him the money and a copy of Fallout New Vegas.
No, what you need to do is they need to be mean and give him the money and a season pass.
Dang. Oh, no. Just to backstab him. There we go.
Actually, with this dude's dedication, he probably already has it.
Yeah. Or, bring him on as like a playtester. I'm sure he'll find all the bugs.
Yeah, do that. Give this man a job. Yeah, do that.
Yes, don't pay him, give him a job. I'm sure he'll settle.
Yeah, like this dude, don't pay him, offer him a job as a game tester for all your future games.
Yeah, but I don't think this is going to go anywhere.
If it does go anywhere, they're going to settle.
Yeah, they're just going to be like, here, take it. We don't care. I think this is ridiculous, and I can't think of anything in recent history that like someone has succeeded in doing this. But
the closest thing I can think of was when the chick sued McDonald's because her coffee was too hot.
Oh yeah,
I mean, if you've ever seen that picture,
it scorched her leg.
Yeah, it was definitely understandable why she did it, but still. It's like kind of on the same level. Like you ordered a hot coffee, you got a hot coffee.
Definitely, you got magma for your coffee. But yeah, I don't think this is going anywhere. I just want to bring this up because I just couldn't imagine. Like, it's not fair to developers to blame them for having a fun game because it's what they want to make.
Yeah, exactly.
When people start being able to sue companies because their game is fun, they're not going to want to make fun games.
Yeah,
fear of lawsuits.
You shouldn't be able to sue somebody for doing their job.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. That was hard to believe it was happening.
Yeah.
What do you got, Taft?
So, on the topic of fun games and developers that we love, like Bethesda.
We love you, Bethesda.
Contact us. Have you seen, they just released some new images for Rockstar's new game. Or, it's not new because it hasn't come out yet. It hasn't even been announced or anything, really. Agent. I have not. I actually haven't heard about this. Would you like to fill me in? Yeah, this is the first time I've ever heard about it, too. It's a spy game. I mean, as it sounds, agent.
Sounds spy-y?
Yeah, but from what it looks like, from like some of the pictures and stuff like that, it looks like it takes place in like a mountain town or something like that. I feel like this is going to be like a Grand Theft Auto, but on the other side of the law.
Interesting. So are you going to be driving through town and a crazy guy's going to speed by you?
I don't know. Like it didn't have any video of it. It just had pictures. It was released by some it was.
Was it leaked? Was it a leak?
Yeah, it was a leak.
Oh, I see.
It was leaked from employee that worked there in 2009 and 2010.
So this has been in development for almost,
and he worked there back when it first was being developed. So
6 years.
So some of these the game looks like real gritty and stuff like that, but it could very well be something like completely changed by now. So I mean,
definitely.
That could be,
and it's possible it was scrapped too.
Exactly.
Like it's been 6 years. We would have heard something about this.
Oh, in 2012, they were asked about a reporter asked for them to provide a status update for it, and the dude said we haven't announced anything about it yet. So
I got you.
I don't feel like they've scrapped it. I feel like we would have heard about it.
Yeah, but 6 years, it's possible they're just going to drop it on us.
Yeah, they're going to do... How long did it take them to develop what's that game called? GTA 5, though.
GTA 5. I really don't know. GTA 5 came out...
We waited for a while for that one.
We did. Actually, I'm going to look it up. GTA 4 release dates.
Yeah.
So GTA 4 came out April 29th, 2008. So it took me about... and GTA 5 came out 2 years ago?
A year ago.
A year ago?
I think it's been about a year. Maybe
well,
2 years.
No, it took a year to get to PC, and it's been out on PC for about a year. So I'm gonna say 2 years. 2 years at least. So that makes we're gonna do Michael does math on the air. La da 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 da. That should be a theme right there. Oh gosh, math. It's Christmas break. You should be doing this 5 years.
It came out. Yeah, it came out in 2013.
2013.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it took about 5 years. Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully this game's better.
Yeah. So 5
Doubt
years.
It, but hopefully.
6 years. I'm okay because that means
it's gonna be a good game.
I bet we hear about something in 2016 if it's still around.
If it's still around, we'll probably hear a mention of it.
Yeah, maybe E3 or something coming up.
Maybe.
I bet we hear something about it.
Yeah. So there's that. But then there's another game I want to talk about that I didn't get to look much into this because this was actually I was looking at this before we did the podcast, just trying to grab one more extra thing. There's this game coming out called We Are the Dwarves.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
I've looked at a few things, and lately, Taft, I've been reading a book called The Dwarves.
Yeah, I saw this and I was like, "We Are the Dwarves." I was like, I feel like Mike will.
I freaking love dwarf lore and history. I love them.
I don't get why you like dwarves so much. Like
their whole culture is
elves are so much better.
Amazing.
Elves are so much better.
I agree with you. Elves are really cool, but dwarves have to be one of my favorites.
Elves are better.
Elves. I'm not going to argue who's better because you know what? They all don't exist.
But they exist in my heart.
Elves are cool for different reasons. I'll give you that. I love elves because they're graceful. They're artistic, and
they can walk on snow and have elf eyes.
They're stealthy. Like they can see miles away, and but dwarves are cool because they're really brutal, and they have axes, and they drink and eat meats and stuff.
Tolkien did the best for both of those two. The best versions of each.
Oh, definitely.
Tolkien's just a god among men.
He is.
But the elves, the Tolkien elves were so cool, and everything about them was just so cool. They're just so wise and stuff. But then you have the dwarves, which are very similar to the elves in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the complete opposite of the elves.
They are. And the dwarves, it's a book by a German author, and I prefer Tolkien's depiction. The way the book I'm reading now depicts dwarves, they're 5 foot, which I'm not that's a little shorter than a person.
Yeah. No, I usually think of my dwarves around 3 to 4.
That's a perfect height for me. But again, if you like dwarven culture or anything, The Dwarves is an amazing book. It's 700 pages, so it's quite a bit of a read, but it just continues to get better, and it's like an endless buffet. It's fantastic. Okay, so sorry about that rant. I just love dwarves so much.
It's fun. That's what they come here for. So, I didn't get to, I got about halfway through the article.
Okay.
So I don't know a whole lot about it, and I plan on finishing it later. But, it just seemed like a really cool concept.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to read about the concept, not about the story at all.
All right.
Or talk about the concept. There's 3 dwarves.
Okay.
That you play as. Their names are right here, I think. Forcer, Smash Fist, and Shadow.
Smash Fist.
Yeah.
All right. That was a really bad impression, but continue.
But there are 3 dwarves that are also kind of astronauts. Apparently. They're in space.
Okay.
It's dwarves.
Space dwarves.
It's dwarves in space.
That is the secret. Dwarves in Space is the secret sequel to Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I'd be down. I would so be down. Gimli in space. Oh my god. That's great.
That'd be fantastic.
He'll send a message to Legolas. 42. Okay. But so they each have their own unique skill set that are customizable.
Yeah.
Shadow is obviously going to be the stealthy one. I guess. It seems like Smash Fist is kind of the brawler.
I can understand that name, Smash Fist.
Yeah. And then and then Forcer, he seems from what I've seen, seems more like the range kind of character.
Yeah.
And so you do that, and there's those 3 characters, and you play as all 3 of them.
Okay.
And you have to use them each of their various skills and stuff like that to solve to get through levels and solve puzzles and stuff.
This is it's kind of like a top down, click to move kind of thing.
Oh, that's what it looks like. Yeah. It's
gotcha.
nothing to you're not. Yeah, it's not third person.
Yeah, that's
actually it's third person. It's not first person.
It's actually kind of the same thing. They're actually the book I mentioned, The Dwarves. They're actually making it into a game.
Really?
They're taking that story and making it into a game. It's actually kind of the same thing,
except for not in space.
It's not in space. This actually takes place in the same it's on Earth, I guess. And the game what I was looking at is they have a unique way of they have a unique system of combat where momentum transfers through all I guess characters on a battlefield. So if your character moves, it affects everyone around you, and it travels out in waves.
How's that?
It's some sort of transfer of momentum. Apparently, they spent a lot of time researching on how and crowd movement and
so if one person starts moving, he's going to be faster, he's going to get more momentum than the rest, but the rest of them are going to slowly move after him or something?
Well, no, it happens. Say like you swing your hammer
Uh-huh.
and it hits someone. That person's gonna be hit backward,
And he's going to hit somebody else?
like 2 more people, and they're gonna hit 4 more people. And like, so if you have a crowd around you and you're swinging your axes, the crowd around you is constantly moving because you're hitting people back.
Okay. I get what you're saying. I was thinking more of like when you move a character,
Yeah.
the rest of the people in your group move, not so when you attack somebody, the rest of the people in their group move.
Oh no, it's not quite like that. But,
Okay.
but like, it's kind of the same thing you're talking about. And
There's one game that it keeps comparing it to. It's called The Lost Vikings. I never played it.
The Lost Vikings, I believe, is actually one of Blizzard's first games they made.
Really?
Back in, I think it was like one of the first Windows or even DOS.
It's right here. I'm looking at a picture of it right now. It's Blizzard releases classic games like The Lost. Yeah.
And actually, the Lost Vikings, you can get them in Heroes of the Storm as a character to play.
Really?
And they're actually 3 dwarves, and you can control them independently or together.
These are short little Vikings right now that are walking around.
Actually, their special is they all get into a Viking boat, and you go around shooting cannons in all directions.
Nice.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, this little 8-bit game. Hey, it might come to the Chameleon.
Yeah, look at that. We might have our first release right there.
There we go. No, but that looked pretty cool. So I'd be interested in checking that out.
That would be interesting. We'll have to look more into that.
Yep.
So, all right, you got anything else for us, or?
Not really, because this week I was pulling my hair out trying to find something.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Well, I have one more thing.
That's been like the last couple weeks for me. Like it's so hard. It's been so hard for me recently to find news.
PC's had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
but consoles, I think consoles are going pretty smooth. Hey, did you I saw some stuff for Destiny. Did you log in and get your Christmas presents?
No.
On Destiny, apparently they were giving like free gifts to players.
Oh man,
I probably should have texted you about that and told you.
Rude.
Well, you could, log on. You might still be able to get it.
Maybe.
I bet they keep it till the end of the year or something.
Probably.
So,
I doubt it. It's probably done.
It's probably done. So I wanted to share with you, Taft. I don't know. You don't play Steam a lot.
I don't.
But I think Steam's sales numbers really reflects like what popular games are for this year.
Okay.
And Steam released their sales numbers for their games on Steam. And I wanted to see if you could guess what was the number 1 game.
Fallout 4.
Number 2, actually, with 2.5 million
Witcher
owners.
3.
Witcher 3? Where is Witcher 3?
It's not on that list, apparently.
Witcher 3 isn't even... No, Witcher 3 is number 9.
Okay.
Let's see.
Rocket League.
Rocket League, number 5 with, looks like just under 2 million.
Okay,
Now, it came out for PC.
only on PC?
No, but it was. I'll give you kind of an obvious hint. It was a little late to PC.
Batman.
Not quite, but
GTA 5.
Yes, GTA 5. Somehow Batman Arkham Knight is actually number 24. That was the one that was screwed up, right?
Yeah.
They're all the same to me. Somehow has almost 500,000 people. So that probably pissed a lot of people. Probably pissed 500,000 people off.
Yeah.
So yeah, GTA got 3.5 million owners.
Jeez.
Has 3.5 million owners. Now they came out in April. Fallout 4 is number 2, which came out only in November, and they have 2.5 million. So I think by next year, I think Fallout 4 is going to surpass GTA.
Probably, yeah.
Because they got so many so fast. Ark Survival is number 3, and it's still in open access. Like, they're not done.
No, not even close. It's a fun game.
Oh, it's so fantastic. In fact, that's a smooth transition into what are we playing? What you playing? Smooth like butter.
I'm gonna stab you, Mike.
So yeah, I actually just after our last show, I actually went and got Ark Survival.
See, I downloaded
The demo?
the demo, 60-minute demo.
So like you can only play for 60 minutes at a time?
For 60 minutes.
So like a 15-minute day-night cycle, you could only play like 2 days?
Yeah.
I see.
But I couldn't even do that because
4 days.
Because I didn't have it on that cycle.
Oh, I see.
I played for a little bit though, but it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
I see. Okay, so I got a $20 gift card, right?
Okay.
And I was like, I'm gonna get it, but then I was stopped and wait. I'm like, all right, we just reported that the Steam sale is gonna start on the 22nd, so I waited, and I got it for under $20. So I got it for free.
Proud of you, Mike.
That's called savings.
I'm probably gonna go get some money for like on a like one of those Visa cards real quick and buy it on Xbox because you can't buy a code for it at GameStop.
That's super weird. Super weird. Anyway, fun game. I died at least 8 times before I figured out how the heck I should survive.
I died once.
Well, you see, okay, so apparently the north part of the islands is kind of hard, and that's where I started out. So that was a fun experience.
Yeah.
The one time, I tried spawning in the west part of the islands, and the first thing that happened before my screen even went to full brightness, a giant snake killed me. So it was like alive dead.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Taft, what are your first impressions so far?
Okay, so it doesn't fit my screen.
What do you mean it doesn't fit your screen?
It's kind of aggravating actually, because like say like you know how when you're punching a tree,
yeah,
that's how you start off.
Because this guy's like a total badass.
He's buff, dude. He's just like he's jacked.
Yeah, and you can like punch rocks to get stone and crazy guy.
But so when you start off and when you punch stuff, what happens is it's like one thatch or whatever it is. Well, that one thatch is like it's not even cut off. It's like 3/4 cut off at the top of my screen.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
So they need to fix that. Get on that right now.
That sucks.
But besides that, it's pretty fun. My first experiences with it, I literally was able to play for 5 minutes the first time I played it. So
did you die or what happened?
No, I was only able to play for 5 minutes.
You were in time crunch.
Yeah. And because it took forever to download, and I had to wake up at 4 o'clock the next morning.
Ooh,
for work.
That's not fun.
So I only played for 5 minutes, and I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed. Like, but then I came back yesterday and played for the remaining 55 minutes.
Nice. Oh, so it was a timed. Okay, so it's not like when you say 60-minute demo,
I can only play for a total of 60 minutes.
Oh, I thought you meant you would play like 60-minute games and the game would reset.
No.
Oh, I get it now. Okay.
Yeah. And so I started off in the east side or whatever. It's the medium one.
Yeah.
And I started off there and
hold up, wait. The spawn sectors have difficulties?
Yes.
Well, holy crap! No one told me that.
At least on Xbox they do.
What?
The south is the easiest to spawn.
I'm kind of ticked right now that I spawned. Is the north the hardest?
Yes.
Gosh dang it! Really, of all the places.
So I spawned in the. At first I spawned in the south, and I walked around, and that was my first one, and I finished that one. Like that was when I quit. Next day, I was like, I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. I'm gonna give myself a slight challenge. And I went to the medium. I survived for a little bit, and I was walking around in a bunch of little like chompers, what they're called. They're like baby dinosaurs.
I hate those things. They surprise me.
Yeah, and like 5 of them got me, and I was like,
oh,
I think
no.
I was like punching at them because I didn't have any weapons, and I'm like, die. And
no, the spear. Spear's really nice to have.
And then they got me. I didn't have a spear at the time.
No.
So then I started another game, and I played. Started off in the medium, that side again, and I spawned directly next to a velociraptor. Just like spawn, and then I see the velociraptor spawn looking at me.
Fans, I feel your pain, man.
And I turned around and booked it to the ocean.
Nice.
And I survived, and I went down like 100 yards down the beach.
Even the ocean is scary because it's like piranhas and crap.
I was underwater, and I was looking for those guys. I didn't see any, and so I swam about 100 yards down there. And started picking a ton of berries, and
the berries are lifesavers.
And I made a bunch of stuff, and I was about to die of thirst. And
really?
Then it rained.
Oh, thank goodness.
And so I was playing around, and I had just made a spear. I was about to go hunting to find some meat, and my 60 minutes ran up.
You know, have you ran into the ape people?
No, but I've seen pictures.
There are these walker people, like they walk upright, and
they're Sasquatches. You can train them.
The first time I ran into them, I was super terrified because I built a hut. I have it. It's kind of it's on the end of a cliff just outside a forest, so I have like easy access to water is on either side of me, wood, stones, all right there. And the day just started, so I get out and I look outside and I see this thing walking in the forest.
That's so creepy.
And I'm like,
oh my gosh.
I just close the door and I sit there with my spear. I'm like, come at me, bro. It was scared. So it was absolutely terrifying, and I just didn't know what it was. So
I can't wait to be able to make guns, though.
Dude, I waited for it to go away, and I went out.
It's so terrifying.
And the game's a lot of fun. It really makes you. I'm in winter right now, I'm
Really?
I'm in the winter season where you're cold all the time. So
do clothes warm you up? Can you make clothes that'll warm you up?
You can make clothes. I have.
You can't make clothes. I know that, but do they warm you up?
They do. They insulate you from the weather. And so, food's a real issue right now. I'm leveling up. I'm slowly being able to take on more vicious enemies. I've killed some turtles, which give you a buttload of hide.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're really nice. I've killed. Occasionally I find the spitter dinosaurs. I don't know what they're called.
I haven't found those yet.
Those are totally up your alley. And those little guys you were talking about earlier, they occasionally spawn, and I kill them. There's a herd of bronchiosauruses.
The long neck ones.
There's a herd of them just outside my house, and so
that's really cool, actually.
Yeah, so I walk out and they're like stomping. The other day they were walking on my house. I was like, "Get the hell off my roof!" And so it's really nice because if a big predator comes by, I know it because I have these herbivores sitting just outside.
Yeah, that's actually a really smart idea.
Yeah, and actually just a few yards, about 100 yards down the beach is this little cove that's filled with low level like herbivores, like the rhinoceros looking one. I don't know dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And like there's a bunch of upright ones. There are turtles everywhere. So like just down the beach, I have a bunch of a place to harvest meat and stuff.
Okay.
So like I'm doing all right now. I have a bed so that I can choose where to spawn now, which is nice. Yeah. So what I really like about this game is that survival games really aren't my thing.
Okay.
Like Minecraft, Terraria.
Terraria.
There we go. Those really weren't my thing. These survival games just aren't my thing. I don't like, having to craft everything, and it's just not a challenge just having to grind a bunch of materials for things.
See, I really enjoy games like that. Like mostly when it provides me a challenge to survive.
Yeah.
Like if it's like in Minecraft, it's not a challenge to survive.
But Ark Survival makes me be. I'm cautious. It makes me worry about food, water, clothing. I don't want to freeze to death.
Yeah, like when I'm walking through the forest, I'm looking around, like
I'm on guard.
I'm listening. Like
it makes me. It's probably the best survival game. Like survival games aren't my thing, but I absolutely love this game.
Like like I was saying, I'm gonna go buy it after this. I'm gonna get. I told Alec. Since he got one for he got an Xbox.
You got an Xbox One?
He got an Xbox One for
nice.
Christmas. So I told him to since I'm staying over at my brother's house tonight, I told him to bring it over there. We'll hook it up and we'll play like a System Link or something like that, or we'll both. Since right now, guys, just so you know, for like next 5 days or whatever, 1 month of Xbox Live is only $1.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's nice.
And so I'll probably just buy that real quick. It means $1. Like
yeah.
And
that's nice.
Exactly. I'll use that, and me and him can play together or something.
Yeah,
and that'll be fun.
Yeah, dude, it's a lot of fun, and I'm really hoping eventually they add like NPC tribes.
I'm fine playing with it by myself, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear single player is a lot of fun right now. The tribe thing is fun, but I'm really hoping they add NPCs to single player.
That'd be cool. Yeah. So like somebody who's like maybe like set up like a system or something like that. Like you can like a village, you can join their village, or you can like trade with their village or something.
Exactly, like or be hostile with them. Have multiple ones of random personalities.
And it'd be really cool because you wouldn't need a what's it called, a monetary system, because
you can trade
barter
goods and things. Yeah.
Barter, yeah.
You give them some sort of value. So it's still a fun game, man.
It is.
I'm excited to get my computer back up and running so I can play it some more.
You can't play it on your laptop?
I don't like to put games on my laptop because I take it to school and stuff. I mean, I'll play Heroes, but other than that, nothing too tempting. And like, I don't want to bog it down, and it doesn't really have the hardware to play a lot of things.
If you're looking for something to do tonight, you can always just come chill with me and Alec, probably.
I might take you up on the offer. We'll do research for the podcast.
Yeah, that's what it is. See, that's the best thing about doing this podcast. My parents are like, "Stop playing your video games all the time." I was like, "I'm doing research."
Research, Mom. Get out of my basement.
You don't know my life. You don't know me.
Yeah, so Ark Survival. Now I understand why it's
fun.
The third on sale list.
I get it now.
It's a lot of fun.
See, like when I first started like watching it on YouTube, I was like, "No, this is like a copy of Rust. Rust is probably so much better." And I'm like, I played Rust and I've played Ark, and I'm like, "Yep, Ark blew that out the water."
Well,
like
the dinosaurs, they might sound like a gimmick at first, but they're actually dangerous.
That and they're also useful.
You
can build a mobile house, son. Like,
but like the game makes
you have a college on a brontosaurus, first mobile homes.
yeah, but like the game makes me feel like I'm making important decisions. Like I have to eat, sleep. Well, not really sleep. You get to poop.
I was about to say, has your dude pooped on you yet?
Yeah, he poops all the time.
My dude pooped one time.
He's
like constantly constipated.
It's a fantastic noise they have.
It is. It's all of a sudden you hear.
Yeah, it's so great. Such a good noise. But like, I don't know, man. It's a good game. I'm really enjoying it.
It is.
I wish we could play together. We'll have to find a way too.
Yeah. When co-op comes out, we can play together.
Split screen?
Yeah, split screen.
Dude, we got this.
We do.
We got to pick a day and just play all day, all night.
I'm down, dude.
That's what we're gonna do.
I'm so down. Just buy some Red Bulls. We're good.
Yeah.
Red Bulls, coffee.
We have lots of coffee.
Lots of coffee. I'd rather coffee than Red Bull any day.
Definitely. All right. Well, I don't know. Anything else you want to share?
Actually, I did just get the new Need for Speed game.
Oh, the one that looked gorgeous?
Yeah. And it looks just as gorgeous.
Oh, really? It's not photoshopped.
No, it's so nice. And I was really kind of hesitant, like when you drift or whatever, it changes the camera angle. And you know how the other ones, like, it would just keep you in that same angle when you would go. It changes the camera angle towards more cinematic view.
I can understand how it might throw you off.
It helps a lot.
Oh, you can kind of see where you're going now?
Yes and no. Like, you can't see your back end really that well, but you can see your front end. And for me, it was always my problem with my front end. I was always turning too much, and you can really, like, it really helps to control. Like, the drifting in this one is so much better.
Yeah.
Because in this one, there are so many times, like, the streets in this one are more realistic.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's so many times when you're going onto, like, an interstate or whatever, and it has a complete loop. Like, the circle you would have to go on to get onto an interstate.
Yeah.
Has a complete one of those. And you have to drift around that entire thing. If you're going 100-something miles per hour.
Oh, yeah.
And it feels good. Like, it's nice.
It feels smooth.
It feels smooth. Like, it's a good driving game. I would recommend it.
That's good.
So, yeah, I just want to throw that out there real quick.
Awesome.
I've played that for about, like, 2 hours.
And it still looks gorgeous.
Still
Is there a story?
It's one of those things. It's like kind of hard to like follow your story. Like there's 5 different things you can do, like 5 different kind of paths.
Okay.
There's the build class, which is like the build path, which is like focuses more on like how your car's built and stuff like that. Like that group does.
Like visual wise or performance?
Both.
Okay.
Then there's the style one, which is like drifting and like looking cool while driving.
I got.
There's the speed one, which is obviously just going fast.
That sounds fun.
There's the crew.
The crew,
which is not the video game. It's you and your friends racing and having fun. And then there's the outlaw, which is my favorite one.
And what you was like speed?
Anything that'll draw the attention of the cops.
So you're
a cop chaser basically. Like you try to get their attention and then run away from them.
Oh, I see. It's like an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, and like you meet all 4 people, like yourself. For the other 4 besides Outlaw.
Yeah.
And then Outlaw, the dude kind of like is like randomly like, hey, like here's what you need to do to like learn more, like to be part of our group. And you're like,
I see.
Why not? Like,
so do you choose which group you want to be with, or can you be all of them at the same time?
You can be all of them at the same time. The 4 the crew and everyone but Outlaw all hang out together.
I see.
Like you're part of that. You're part of their friend group now.
Oh, okay. So they're all one big group, but you can choose where to go within the group.
Yeah, and you're the new guy within the group.
Okay.
And they all have their own thing that they do.
To find out which club you want to hang out with.
Exactly. Like you're like basically it's like which one of these people do you like the most and which one do you want to bond with the most.
I gotcha.
Then I think later, there's a bunch of like big deal people, like big deal racers, street racers and stuff in town. And I think if you stay more with builds, you'll meet the guy who's big on builds. If you meet the guy who's big on outlaws, if you stay with outlaws.
I gotcha.
Things like that.
I gotcha. Well, that sounds like fun. You liking it?
I'm enjoying it, yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome. All right. Well, anything else you want to add?
No, we're good.
Okay. I got you. Well, I think that's a show. You can wrap that up and ship it out to all the good boys and girls for Christmas. You can contact the show through the email collegegamershow@gmail.com with 2 S's. You can catch the show live on Twitch at Blue Cows with a Z, BLUECOWZ. My Twitter is the same, at Blue Cows with a Z, BLUECOWZ. Taft has a Twitter.
I do. It is TaftFaust8.
Gotcha. You want to spell your last name for us?
FAUST.
You know, I'll be honest.
The entire thing is TAFT, no space, FAUST 8.
Taft, I'll be honest. I still sometimes look up your name so I don't switch to A and U around. Like if I email you.
That's understandable.
Yeah. So, yep, I think that's it. We record every Saturday around 4, 5, 6. You just watch our Twitters.
Yeah, it's usually around 5. It's usually, we're pretty good about getting it done by 5.
Usually around 5. So you can catch us live. You can participate in the show by talking in the chat room and stuff, correcting us when we're horribly wrong, because I'm sure that happens occasionally. And I think that's it. I think we're out.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Later. Blue Cow Radio.